it's me, Monica, again. I am here with you this afternoon to have a chat about something I think is very important, and that would be the topic of body image issues in the media, and especially as actors and actresses. This is something that I think is really important. It's something that's been on my mind a lot recently. I've had a lot of conversations about it. I've done a lot of writing on it, but it's just something that I wanted to kind of chat through and address and kind of get that out there. So the reason I find it to be a problem, or like that I want to talk about it with other people, is that I've had so many very talented, amazing friends, both male and female, that have kind of broken down their acting career into things like I need to lose 10 pounds, or I want to lose 5 pounds, or just things that are very self-critical in a way that I don't think is healthy. Now, I don't think that this is something that's inherently just exists in the acting world. Obviously, I feel like this is a much larger societal issue, and this is a microcosm. But this is a microcosm that I happen to be living in, and a lot of the issues I want to address specifically in this context. I think the biggest thing that I have a problem with is that this sort of misrepresentation, this sort of emphasis on looks and very specific kinds of looks is industry standard, especially in films, movies, TV, any print, even like print media. You're looking at a very small percentage of kinds of people. A lot of casting calls go out, and they have very specific physical types that they're looking for, which is understandable, but it goes as specific as dress sizes, height, weight, very specific things about the kind of body that someone is looking for. We're perpetuating misrepresentation of people, and it's not just that's what it is, and it's a problem. And it's a problem because a lot of young women have eating disorders. A lot of young women have twisted, warped views of themselves and their personal worth. A lot of women view their bodies as more important than anything they are capable of doing or giving or achieving. See, I don't think it's a big leap at all to go there, because there's a direct link between our media and the way that we feel about ourselves. It's a reflection of us, and when you don't see a reflection of your actual self, there's this sense that you're not good enough, or you can never achieve that ideal. And none of this is to say that no one should be wary of how they look or feel, or wanting to achieve fitness, or wanting to lose weight. Like, I don't think that is inherently wrong. I don't think it's inherently wrong to want to change your body, but I feel that it should be done for yourself. It shouldn't be for anyone else. And I think that's kind of what I've struggled with recently, and the reason that it's been cropping up and I've been wanting to talk about it is I literally had to write down to myself the other day that it was okay for me to want to lose weight. That's not a bad thing. Because it can be, like, because a part of what I have a problem with is that I don't want to do it for other people. I don't want it to become something bad, basically. Growing up, having had body image and food relationship issues, the notion of wanting to drastically alter my body is one that I don't know, like, the mental and physical health of it, to me, is something that I consider before doing something like that. So basically, the reason that it's been cropping up is that I've wanted to pursue more film-related work. I'd been thinking about film myself, and one of the biggest issues I had one of my biggest hesitations in trying to do any of that was that it would exacerbate like personal issues about myself, like the fact that I'm being so or self-scrutinized or scrutinized by other people. Like, I just felt like it put so much pressure on you and your body and how perfect you can be, and I just Um, I don't know if that's the case, and that'd be something I'd be curious to talk or like have a conversation about with people that have worked more so in that industry and how they deal with that or cope with it, or kind of find solace or peace like with their body and their career. Because I would the conversation that I keep thinking of is I was hanging out with people after rehearsal, and we were like drinking and hanging out and talking, and it was like, I really am pretty okay with who I am physically right now. Like, I would probably be happy, like, if I lived my life in this body, which I will live the rest of my life in this body. Like, I don't know how else that would work, but, like, just as it is, cool. Simultaneously, I'm thinking, oh my god, if I lost 10 pounds, I might get more film work. Like, for me, that's a really hard place to be. To, like, really, like, care, like, I care both ways. Like, part of me wants to, like, flick everybody off and be like, I'm gonna do this as I am forever and for always. Two ideas. So, Jennifer Lawrence, screw you. I will be the size I want to be forever and for always. And then, on the opposite side, I don't know, maybe not the opposite, but on another side, there's women and directors and writers who are creating content to just showcase people, like, and people of different sizes and shapes and ethnicities in a way that hasn't been happening before. And I think that's like, the fact that I would choose to have a gin and soda over a beer because it's less caloric, like, because of, like, actor reasons, that upsets me. Like, when I recognize that I'm making a choice that has nothing to do with what I want at all, and or like when your wants are bifurcated, like, I want to be true to myself and my body and not care, but I also want theater jobs. So I just think it's kind of a weird place to live. Like, I almost feel like, as a woman and a feminist, like, I'm ill at ease with the industry as a whole, which I think is what brings around to, like, some form of a solution, which to me I've garnered more and more as something I'm interested in, is producing media that tells stories that don't require slender, like, that's what I do. Basically, the way that we are going to be able to change the media is to change the media, if that makes sense. Like, the more that we produce that starts to prove that not everything has to fall into that very narrow aesthetic, which is not to say and I started to kind of correct myself, there's not to say there's anything wrong with that aesthetic. This is not a right or wrong thing. This is just, like, ill representation or lack of. So, basically, the point I'm driving at is that I think there is an issue. I think it needs to be addressed. I think it won't be addressed easily because it can't be addressed easily. Like, we're talking about literally starting to change media. And, like, that's such a general word, but, like, when I say media, I'm talking magazines, movies, TV, internet, literature, everything. But the only way that that's going to happen is that if people step up and start producing media of their own or challenging the status quo of what's available. I think it's really important. I think it goes way beyond being an actor and actress, but as an actress, like, it's something that I've been thinking about a lot. And I think we all should. Like, why should I want to look a certain way? Like, can't I challenge that? Like, that should be allowed. Anywho, um, thank you for sticking around. I would really love for this to be a conversation. So if anyone has anything they want to add, or something that I missed, or counter argument, or just wants to get together and film something, that would be cool. Anywho, I hope you're having an awesome day. I wrote a really cool essay, basically on not this topic, but on body image, and those that kind of realization that it shouldn't matter. I'm probably gonna post a link to that because I think it's relevant and interesting and selfless, shameless plug. Anywho, I will see you the next time.